Hey guys, Jason the X for SCNS Live with another Marvel Legends review. This is the Build-A-Figure Lizard series Spider-Man Noir. And I'm on the fence about this figure. He's got some good things. There's some reuses of parts in here that are okay. It fits the figure. And there are some things that I think we could have done a little bit better on. So let's go ahead and get him out of the way. And take a look at the packaging that it comes in. You've got Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends. There's the Spider symbol right there, Legends series, Spider-Man Noir, and on the side you got a very dark and brooding Peter Parker. He was not a funny guy in the Shattered Dimensions game. He was not. Up at the top, you got a little bit of a bio. Reluctant hero Spider-Man Noir battles bad guys and mob bosses alike in 1930s New York. And I would like to say that 1930s thing is one of the things I have an issue with. There's a nice shot of the figure there. Interesting guns. We're going to get into that. And here's a look at the lizard and the other figures you get online. This is the fourth review out of that, so yeah. So getting to the figure, he's not bad. Very dark, very brooding. I've turned the lights up as much as I could to get some of the detail on here. I'll backlight it. And I really like the head sculpt. The stitching on top. The goggles, very shiny, very clear. I love the fabric stretch over the face. You got the little chin guard there. The strap of the goggles goes all the way around. I mean, everything on this figure is a lot of black. There's not a lot of color detail, so on the front you can see that is the Star-Lord, the comic version of Star-Lord chest. Nice silver on the belt buckle. I love the folds on the jacket arms. And he's got this long coat. You got one holster over here, which actually looks pretty good. You can see some like stitching on there, and it looks like it's leather. The pants look good. Almost kind of goes from shiny to matte, though. Don't worry about that. You got a nice, nice set of boots. You got the buckle on top there. No silver detail to accent that, but it's folded down here. And the boots look pretty good. The one problem I have, I'm getting a little tired of this trench coat, even though I think it looks good on him. But I kind of like the Spider-Man Noir that did not have the jacket on. And I'll show you something about that in the next bit. Now, as far as accessories, he comes with two guns. And this figure's from the 1930s, right? Did they have space guns? I mean, this is comic logic we're talking here. And I would have rather maybe seen the Tommy gun that came with the Chameleon figure, or the J. Jonah figure, or the Hammerhead figure. Choose which one you want on that one. Maybe that and a revolver, because he only has one holster, so one revolver would have done it. I know we've had a figure that has a revolver, I just can't think of which one it is. I actually went looking for some guns to replace him with, but along with those, you can take this gun and put it in the holster. And it looks fairly good there. Myself, what I've done is I've picked out some, like some little semi-automatics that I had for somebody else. I think I got plenty to spare. And put those, and I think they look a little bit better, albeit a little small, but I'll try to find a revolver later on, maybe that Tommy gun, and affix those in his hands. But the figure does look pretty good. Now, as I said, I kind of liked the jacketless version. Well, the short jacket version. And we got that on a Spider-Man like the 3-inch scale one. But this jacket comes off very easy, and I actually think that looks okay. The arms stick out a little bit, but I think it really works without the jacket. And I think I'm going to leave mine like this when I put them on the shelf with my other Edge of the Spider-Verse figures. I do see a lot of separation between his waist, though, and that bothers me a bit. And it's still a good figure. I just think that, you know, a revolver and a Tommy gun would have been better accessories. I like that they made it look good without the long coat that we've seen, and, you know, that's going to be used for something else. I'm getting a little tired of that coat, and they're going to reuse it on a bunch of things. If you give me a Gambit, well, I guess this coat would work for Gambit, I guess. But it's not bad. I do like the holster, like I said. Very nice detail on the guy. Just a different shade of the shiny black leather to this black here, or just very, very dark gray. The boots will turn around. Got a good articulation at the ankle. Articulation at the thigh. Yes, I skipped the knee. Anyway, you can double joint the knee right there. Legs will go out about that far. I kind of wish he was a little bit more posable, even though, you know, he does have all the powers of a spider. You got the ab hinge there, a nice click joint. Smooth rotation on the shoulders, twist at the bicep, double jointed elbows, and the hands will go in and out and do a 360. The head on a peg and joint there goes pretty far back and pretty far forward. Get some really nice downward shooting poses, and the hands are trigger equipped, although the triggers are a little small, so you have to kind of force those fingers in there a bit, just because you can see on the other side they're not quite big enough to get his fingers in. I'm hoping those little semi-automatics I put up there, they're going to be a little bit better off in his hands. I mean, I'm just going to pose him with these for now, and we'll see what comes with that. So anyway, back to some comparisons on the figure. First and foremost, he is, I always forget to do this, he comes in at about, just at about 6.5 inches. Comparing him, of course, it's a Spider-Man wave. I've got to compare him to Pizza Spidey. It'll look good. I like to make a little shattered dimensions display with these guys. A couple of the figures we've reviewed in the line. We've got Spider-Punk. We've got Prowler. Prowler's hand just went to a bad place there. And we've got Gwenpool. So yeah, there's a look at some other figures from the rest of the line. I'll bring Spider-Punk over here. So it looks pretty good so far. I got a couple more figures to review out of this. Of course, you have to get him to get the Lizard Build-A-Figure, but he is a decent figure, albeit he needs a little bit of fine-tuning. Still a decent figure. You can easily find some guns for him, I'm sure, and change it out. Anyway, guys, I'm Jason the X. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Make sure you follow me on social media at Jason the X on Instagram and Twitter, and of course at SCNS Live on those same social media platforms. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.